Hello everyone, this is VJose42 back again with the Not So Daily deck. And the daily deck, for those of you who don't know, is kind of a daily or every second day update on everything playing cards. Not much going on today again. A couple things to let you know about though. First of all, one new deck on Kickstarter, which I don't know if it's going to make it or not. It's called the Bicycle Illusionist, not to be confused with Illusionist from illusionist.com. This is the Illusionist, and it's magician themed court cards. They all seem to have a white mask, and everyone is basically doing or holding something magical. Might be linking rings, might be a ball or a cup and a ball. Playing cards, flourishing cards, dribbling cards, fanning cards, etc., etc. The number cards, the pips, not bad. The pips are pretty cool. Custom orientations and everything. However, for some reason, they got a strange white diamondback pattern on the faces in the background, a faint white pattern. And it also got the diamondback pattern very faint in the back design. The back design, by the way, does have white borders, which are way too thick for my liking, and it features a mirror image of again one of those magicians, and he's basically dribbling, throwing cards down to the other mirror image, and they even mirror image all the cards that I can tell anyways on the face, so it's not a one way or anything like that, and no reveals or anything like that either. Haven't seen the Jokers, although I think it would be an awesome idea to have a reveal in there since it's got a lot of card stuff going on in it. Why not have a reveal? Or one of the court cards that's fanning a card or something like that. But I haven't seen that yet. However, that being said, I'm not a huge fan of the back design. Some issues with this project. They're only looking for $10,000, and he's printing or wants to print two decks, two different colors. One is a darker blue, and the other is a beige sand color almost. Problem is he's only planning to print 2,500 decks, and he's thinking he can get 2,500 with two different colors. Not going to happen. USPC has a 2,500 deck print run per color. So if you want to have two colors, you need to print 5,000 decks. Even more problems. He has a stretch goal at $20,000 for B stock. I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain if you print with a B stock, you need to double your order. It's a minimum 5,000 deck print run, so it means he'll need 10,000 decks. If he hits $20,000, I don't even think he's going to get funded. Right now, he's got about $8,000 more to go. So there's a possibility, but we'll see what happens. The back design leaves something to be desired. Also on the back design, for some weird reason, he's got the four phases of the moon. So you go from like full moon or new moon to quarter to half to full. And it seems a little bit out of place. I mean, whatever. So there's some issues also. Some have pointed out that it's his first project, and he's only backed one other project on Kickstarter. This is very, very new. Obviously, he hasn't really done his homework with USPC that good. Could be some red flags there, and some possible issues. And let's hope it's not another case of the Founders deck, which is a disaster. Um, One other deck to tell you about from Dan and Dave, the new third edition of the MagicCon playing cards. This one, I'm getting mixed feelings about. The front of the box says, right across the whole front of the box in big ass letters, MagicCon playing cards 2014. Like, you really need to make it that big. That's all you see at the front of the box is words. The cards themselves, They copied the Marlboro Texan playing cards, except they are a light black color. Obviously, a one-way design, as I already had in Magic Context, I believe, and obviously featuring a star. I don't know if I like that they copied the Marlboro Texan. I think to me it's laziness, and that's what it is. That borrowing a design from another deck, they colored, they got standard chord cards and number cards. Hearts and diamonds are all completely red, chord cards and everything. Spades and clubs are all blue. And then the back design is just from Marlboro Texan deck. It's at least it's only $10. I thought for sure they charged like $15 each, but they didn't. They will be available until Sunday. Most of them are being handed out to people who attend MagicCon. Lucky them. For those of us who can't attend, it's $10 each. I don't see them having a resale value like the other decks. The first decks, very few were sold. They have resold for $70-$80 on eBay. The second edition had some resale value, not quite that much, and it's still you can still find them everywhere pretty much. These ones don't see that much interest. They haven't sold out yet. The other ones sold out pretty quick, and it just looks like I'm going to bowl Texan. Go figure. It's pretty lazy in my opinion, but you can go pick it up at Dan and Dave's website. You know I got some coming one way or the other, and stay tuned for a brutal review on those ones, I'm sure, once I get them. By the way, I dislike the fact that they call it their signature stocking finish. We know there's no such thing. It's a bunch of BS. USBC has two stocks, a bicycle slash aristocrat and a B stock. Obviously, the bicycle slash aristocrat is thinner and more flexible. The B is thicker. And they have two finishes, air cushion finish and smooth finish. No such thing as magic finish or anything like that. The only reason why some cards feel different than others is based the uh, on the quality, on the inspection and whatnot. During the day, I believe it's during the day, they do only Q4 quality decks, which are the decks that have a hell of a lot more details and need more precision, and they need to be done right in order to be good. So they have to have better quality values. Other decks that have like standard faces and stuff like that, they're printed like in the middle of the night. So that's why they often have off-centered borders and stuff like that, because they don't have the Q1 quality. Anyways, just a little info there. Also, speaking of which, uh, thinking of off-centered borders and stuff like that, Daniel Madison has some new decks coming up. He talked about them a bit in a Vimeo video on Vimeo.com, which link is available on my Facebook group. One of them he mentioned is the Madison Gamblers, which he says are going to be different than anything. There was another one that he refused to tell us a whole lot about. And then there was one other which I think is related to Peter McKinnon or McKinley or something like that. And apparently those are printed and ready to go. They just haven't decided when they're going to release them. So a couple new decks coming from Daniel Madison in the future. None of them are dealers. None of them are rounders. I hope to hell there's no more rounders or dealers coming ever again, because we have like 4 colors of each one. That is enough. Let's move on. It looks like they are. That's what I got. I apologize for blabbing for too long. I'll see you next time.